Hello and welcome to another edition of Protect and Educate. I'm your host, Marco Johnson. Thank you for joining us. This program is about the safety and security of Kansas City, Kansas public schools. Today we're going to be talking about a new program, a Canine program here in the district. To tell us more about it is Officer Boyd. Officer Boyd, thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about this program.
Yeah, so this program was brought to us from administration, and let me first say what it is and what it isn't first.
Of course.
It's just another tool for us. It's another resource for our district to use to make sure that our kids are staying safe, and we're creating a safe learning environment for them. What it isn't, this isn't a program to police our kids out of schools. In fact, the contractor that the district has contracted with does not report to our chief of police. They report directly to the district administration. So it's just a tool for our district to use to keep kids safe again.
So in what capacity is it going to be used?
Yeah, primarily used to conduct safety sweeps. That's in and around our building and also inside of our buildings. The Canine will not be working in classrooms and sweeping students or anything like that.
So the students will not come in contact with the Canine at all?
Correct. While many of them will want to, they will want to pet the dogs because they are nice and friendly looking at pets, but they are working canines, so they will not come in contact with them.
I see. So earlier in the year, there was a presentation at one of the schools where they talked about the program.
My name is Steve Mortensen. I'm with Providence Working Canines. We are here by invitation of the district. We just didn't drop off the highway and show up with a dog. We are here by invitation to help keep you safe, to help create a safer learning environment. Now, your leadership here has told me before I arrived that we're not here because KCK has bad students, but because they believe they have the best students. We are here because it's their objective not to catch students, but to keep you safe.
Over the summer, there was a youth think tank that was comprised of students in our district. And some of the information we got from that, our students, the top 3 areas of concern that our students identified were fights, drugs, and alcohol, and guns being brought into our schools. Mm-hmm. And our students told us that they know that those items are present in our buildings, and they went a step further and told us that they wanted additional tools to help remove those items from a learning environment. So this is a response to some information that we gathered from our students, and we're just being responsive to that.
That's excellent that you mentioned that. This came within our walls of the schools from the students.
Correct.
That's important.
It is. It is because one, you don't want to just get the kids or students to think that you are trying to police them out of something or anything like that. It's the exact opposite. Our students know what's going on inside of their buildings, and they're asking for us to be supportive in them to create a better learning environment for them.
I'm going to ask this, but I think I need to ask,
Sure.
should there be any concern from our students or from parents? Should there be any concern?
Absolutely not. Again, we aren't trying to police our students outside of our buildings. And while there are no absolutes, generally consistent with our current practice, we want to handle everything we can as code of conduct violations. We aren't trying to introduce our students unnecessarily to the criminal justice system.
Will this in any way interrupt classes whatsoever?
It will not. And actually, last week I got to visit and tag along as they did a safety sweep at Washington High School. Classes went along. In fact, if you weren't in the hallways, you didn't know that the dog was there working.
So it's pretty seamless.
It is. Absolutely.
Which is excellent, because we don't want to disrupt our students and their flow and their learning environment. So I think, to me, that's crucial in part of this program. Is there anything you want to say to parents who might see this and still have some concerns or questions about it?
Well, we are always open to feedback, and there's always an open dialogue and lines of communication. I would say start at your kids' school, mm-hmm. Because the administrators at the school are really the point of contact. Again, this is being led by them. We are there to support them in any of their endeavors. So start at the school, and then of course work your way up the chain if you have questions.
Officer Boyd, it's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to you because you always bring great information. So thank you for coming on. And we also want to thank you for tuning in. And remember, be safe and be smart.